That's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like
Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're in Power Field, mile high here in Denver, Colorado. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC. Between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Cut 19! Ready?
Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. Man downfield, and he finds Besh. And he has him right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Viking 18!
Their first carry here for Ashton Genty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Pass hauled in by the rookie from Miami. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
And off to Genty. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Let's go now.
A 4-yard pickup on
Baby Lions! 18, right here!
First down throw here from Richardson. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready?
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Gets him on the quick hitter. And they take him down right along the 30.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing again. Richardson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
All in all, Kate, I call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Nix from the gun. Escapes out to the left. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually the only option left was to throw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos, who want up the opposing field goal, they start with 7 on their opening drive. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
It's a design run for Richardson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
It's a screen play to Gentile. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Go! Cougar 19. 18, Rattle. 18, Rattle. Buffalo 18.
3rd and long for him here. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Broncos will take over at the start of the next quarter. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone.
Hold on a sec. Ready. 180. Wait, hot.
First and 10. It's Harvey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Nix. Completed over the middle. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They've got a man in motion. Richardson on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And he's short of first after a mile gain.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Connecting on the slant. He is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
To the air on this 1st down, Richardson. Chased out to his right. We go to Genty on the jump off. And he's got him a nice goal to go here as he goes out at the 8-yard line. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a one-score game in the 1st half. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Hold on, son. Ready. Right here.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Escapes the pocket. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Nix now to throw. Finds him over the middle. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route complete. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Harvey. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Nix. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now lead by 10. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Setting up to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11. And they're ready to send it away. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Dash going in motion left. On 1st down, it's Richardson. That throw behind his intended target.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. He's got it over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go.
Las Vegas.
Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Back to the air, it's Richardson. Fits it through the middle. And after making a catch, he is dipped quickly at the 38. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Going again, Richardson. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's 16 yards on that play, and the Raiders are going to have a 1st down. Looking inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up second down.
Track 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 19 Lions.
They'll throw again. Richardson. He brings it in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Richardson to throw again. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a one-score game before halftime. Well, good luck stuffing the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
And it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Bombers, ready.
He's back to throw. He's trying to push the field. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up second down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
The Broncos, first down.
Captain.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Nix from the gun. It's to Reed again. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. He gained 11 on that play. And that's good for Broncos first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Shotgun hands out to Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Nix finds a seam down the middle. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. You should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
First play is going to be a give to Genty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On the shotgun, it's Richardson. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk. You could do some serious damage.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. After the pick, Richardson back to the air. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Giving up the guts. It's Genty. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard.
A loss of 2 yards.
They're going for it. Here's Richardson. He finds it beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
19 Charger.
And center receiver left. He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Giving him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's a Vegas 1st down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his number.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And now it's second down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. 20 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Give up the middle to Harvey. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Throwing from the gun. Trying the comeback route. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
It's Harvey straight ahead. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. So we're through 3 here. The Broncos have the football, Brock, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Nix to throw. Brought in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Nix now to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slant, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
Now Nix. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos put up even more points in a win. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead.
42. Raiders 17.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. Returnable from near the end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. Heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
First down now, ball at the 33.
First down. A gain of 14.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Tried getting that one to Jack Besh. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself will try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Well, right side finds Bench. And no first down here. He's up to the 42-yard line. Another half yard, and he'd have had it. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Third and 1.
Let's go now. Ready.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he stopped cold at the spot. He paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's good for Las Vegas.
Ready. 19, Tiger, 60
First down, Raiders.
18, Pioneer. Ready,
Throwing again, Richardson. Hits his running back. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play. The good call nets him the first.
12 yards. That's another Las Vegas.
Trap 60, Panther 60,
First
Panther
and
60.
10 at the 40-yard line.
And he sent a man in motion. Richardson now on 1st and 10. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Throwing now, Richardson. He's going deep. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
Let's go. Panther and left, Kruger 19. Check,
Running back sent in motion.
19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go.
3rd and long, it's Richardson. Fits it through the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Desperation time here on 4th. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Raider first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let go.
And they'll throw this instead, try to catch him off guard. They are fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Come on.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Raiders trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. They kick the running back in motion. Richardson on 3rd. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They've got to keep moving quick here.
Raiders first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down.
Richardson on 1st and 10. He brings it in. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Raiders 24.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. This one's covered by the Broncos hands team. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week and find a way to flush this, because it's just not been their kind of game.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Almost set. Ready. Ready.
On third down, here's Nix. Finds a man, right side. And he's finally caught after a big third down gain, but it was one of his teammates caught by an official. We've got a flag down.
Captain. Almost set. Ready. Ready.
Here he goes, third and long. That was first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
You're not. 18 Cardinal.
To the air on his first down. Richardson escapes the pocket. Got for big yards on the right side. He's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Working quickly here.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it's going to be second down.
Let's go. 19 Lions. Cowboy 80.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Oh, no. They get him yet again. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Almost set.
First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. Has a hole left. Room to run. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos keep adding that fourth-quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Back to work after throwing the pin. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you've got to regroup. You've got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Count, ready? Panther 60, Panther 60, trap 60, trap 60. Warrior 70. Ready?
3rd and long for him here. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So to decide it, make mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.